Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna be doing I guess we call this my daily items, the things that we use daily for my 6-month-old. He actually just turned 7 months old. This stuff would definitely work anywhere between 3 months to 6 months, even 7 months, which is what he is right now. If you have a baby anywhere in that range, this would be super helpful probably. Or if you're pregnant and you're just wondering what you need around this time when baby's this old, then this would be a great video for you too. I asked you guys if you guys would want a video like this, and a lot of you said you would really enjoy it and would love to just know what are the things that I use daily and that Knox needs daily. So pretty much everything that is here is for baby boy. Now I did also add in things for me because there are things that I use every single day that have to do with baby. For example, if I'm breastfeeding or I'm pumping, I'm gonna need those things every day. So I did add those into this video because it does help the baby. It is for the baby, but it's technically for me. I don't know if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. But I'm gonna start this video with the biggest items first, and then we're gonna go down from there. But before we get started, definitely make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new. Become a part of this Soul Tribe Mama family, and let's go ahead and jump right in. Okay, so the first two items I think are the most obvious, like anybody would be like, yeah, duh. But I feel like I gotta add them in here just to make sure I cover all my bases. So the first thing is going to be a car seat. I think everybody has a car seat, and I don't have mine sitting right here to show you. I will put a picture in of what it looks like, and I will have it linked down below in case you guys are in the market for a car seat. It's nothing special. It's not like brand new. I got it as a hand-me-down from a friend. It was pretty much brand new when I got it. She only used it a couple times because she had 2 car seats. So she gave it to me to use for baby Knox, and it has worked great for him. I love it. I have no complaints about it. I think it's amazing, but it's not anything super special. There's no, like, you know, bells and whistles and stuff on it. So it is a car seat though, and we do have to use that. Now, we don't leave the house every day, but when I do leave, I need to use the car seat, obviously. And baby boy does go on a lot of errand runs with me. If my husband is home with all the kids, then at least he has one less kid to watch. And I actually enjoy taking the baby with me and putting him in the carrier and taking him out and letting him see and smell all the different things because he's stuck at home most of the time, so as am I. So it's nice for both of us. Okay, next thing is going to be a high chair. Now, I just recently got him a high chair. We do have a high chair that we've been using for Jade, but it's older, it's gotten yucky and dirty, and it takes up a lot of space. And I have been wanting the IKEA high chair. For one, it's only $20, so it's like, that is amazing. Number two, it's really minimalistic looking. It's very simple. It's not very huge. Another reason I loved it. I also just ordered from Yeah Baby Goods, or Yeah Good Babies, I don't know, something like that. Again, I'll have it linked down below. Even though I don't have it here to show you guys, I don't even have mine yet. I will link it just in case you guys are interested in adding on to your IKEA high chair. So this company makes stuff just for the IKEA high chair. You know, mats that go around it, you can get in different colors, the cushion covers in different patterns, and then it comes with the, I don't know what it's called, I just call it paper. It looks like wood, so it makes the legs that you have on the IKEA high chair look like wood. You wrap it in this paper, and they have like 3 or 4 different wood colors to choose from. And then they also have a footrest, which the high chair does not come with a footrest, and that is something that you definitely need when your baby is starting solid foods. It helps them be able to eat better and be able to keep themselves stable and feel stable and comfortable enough to really be able to play with their food and taste it and all of those kinds of things. So it is very important to have the footrest. If anything, you just buy that. That would probably be the best part, but they do come in the matching wood colors as the leg wraps. So I did get those, so I can't wait to transform the high chair into something that is beautiful. Not that it's not beautiful now, it's just I don't like the metal legs. I love the white chair, I just don't like the metal legs. Anyways, I love this high chair. I've already put him in it bunches of times now since we've gotten it for him to start eating. He is now 7 months old, and about halfway through his 6th month, I started trying to give him baby food. Pretty much we have started baby-led weaning. I'm not fully into it yet just because he didn't really understand yet how to hold, you know, pull items from my hand and put it straight to his mouth. So we're slowly learning that, but the times that I have given him food, he is slowly learning on his own how to grab the food and shove it in his mouth, and whether he chews on it or he just sucks it, which he loves watermelon, so he sucks the juices out of the watermelon. I've given him mashed potatoes, I've given him applesauce, and bananas. So those are the 4 things that he's had so far. So we're technically not doing it consistently all the time yet, just because he's not fully interested yet in all the food. Like, I can tell he's hungry, but he's not really interested in the whole like touching and playing and tasting and all of that. So we're getting there. But I figured we needed a high chair for that, so he can sit there. He knows, okay, this is feeding time, it's time to eat. And again, I love the high chair. So if you guys are interested, again, it'll be down below. Okay, next item is the Fisher-Price Sit Me Up floor seat. I have it sitting right here. I would grab it. I love this one. I found it on Amazon. Fisher-Price does offer this in different colors. This one is my favorite, and I actually waited for it to come back in stock because I love these colors. They're way more pastel and muted. They're not super bright, and I just don't like the bright colors. So this really is very pleasing to the eye if you are looking for more aesthetically pleasing baby items. This is definitely one of them. I love it. I love the colors. So this is it folded down. You just pull it up like this, and then baby sits in here. His legs come out here, and it kind of pushes them forward so they're not like sitting back slouched or anything. It helps with their posture. And then it does come with toys. So here's one of them that comes on this one, and then there is another one on here, but he actually likes to play with this. He's playing with it right now with daddy. But yeah, I really like this thing. Technically, you know, for safety reasons, you are not supposed to put this on a table or anything. That is what Fisher-Price says. That's why it's called a floor seat. You're supposed to put them on the floor. But if you have a table big enough for this thing to sit on, I do it all the time. Like my kitchen table, it's cleared off. I put him right in the middle, so there's no way for him to for it to topple over or fall off. And that is a very heavy kitchen table. It's not gonna, with him sitting on it, nothing's gonna happen. My older kids tried to sit on it and nothing happened. So I do put him on there sometimes when I'm in the kitchen cooking. Sometimes I will put him on the floor next to me. It just makes me nervous, like with the cooking. If he's on the floor and something were to accidentally hit the floor and bounce and like somehow get him, that makes me nervous. So I'd rather just have it up higher. I put it up on the kitchen table, I turn music on, we cook, and then he sits there and plays, and that way he's up high enough to where he can actually see what I'm doing, and it keeps him preoccupied. But like I said, you technically are not supposed to do that. Now there are a lot of things, I think all moms will know this. If you have kids, you know, like most companies, they have to tell you like the worst case scenario, because if not, they will get sued by somebody. You're technically not supposed to do certain things with some of these items, but a lot of us mamas do it anyway. Now obviously you use your own discretion and make sure that you're keeping your eye on your child. You don't just like put them on these things and then just leave them and go do something else. So as long as you can watch your baby, I'm sure it will be fine. But this thing has definitely saved me tons of times. Now he doesn't like to sit in this thing forever. This last one that we have, Knox, he is definitely one of those babies, like he likes to be in a lot of things, but not for long periods of time. So after he gets fussy in this, I might switch him and put him in the carrier. And then if he gets fussy there, I might switch him. We do that a lot. Now my other kids could have sat in this thing for an hour and a half and been happy. Probably would have fallen asleep in it, sitting up. So it just depends on your baby. Next thing is gonna be a Playgym. The one that I have, again, I think I found it on Amazon. Yeah, I got it from Amazon, and I got it for Christmas this past year for baby boy. That was his Christmas present. And again, it's another one of those things that it's not super bright colors. It's mainly black and white with a couple of like kind of the same color scheme as that Sit Me Up floor seat with the mint green and that kind of thing. So again, it is definitely more pleasing to the eye when it's sitting out in your room, in your living room. It's not super bright colors. And not only that, but the black and white and the toys that they've put on the Playgym are perfect for baby and his age, when he was younger up until now, because it helps teach them shapes and contrast and be able to focus better, whereas the bright colors really don't do that for them. I don't know why they make so many baby products with such bright colors. So I'm glad that I found this one. The other one I love is the Love Every playmat, but it is definitely pricier. Now it is a much bigger and there are more things on it for baby to do. So I didn't end up going with that one. I do love it, but I'm glad with the one we have. You can do tummy time on it. He can do the back time and look up at things, and they have all kinds of extra accessories that add to it. And it was a great price as well. Okay, the next item is the Snuggle Me. I've probably talked about the Snuggle Me in almost every single baby product video that I have. This thing, the cover, it has a cover on it right now and it is super dirty. I don't even want to show you the other side because it's got like spit up and milk and whatever. It needs to be washed. I probably need a darker color cover because I feel like I have to wash this thing all the time. But I've had this since I've had baby Jade, and I love it. It was perfect for her. It's perfect for Knox. The other thing is I found this on Facebook Marketplace. I actually did not buy this brand new full price. I found it on Facebook Marketplace. The lady had used it like once or twice. I think she had gotten two because she had gotten one from her mother-in-law or something, and she said she didn't need it. So it was pretty much brand new, but I got it for way cheaper with the cover and all, which is great. But again, y'all, I just love it. Your baby is gonna feel since he was a newborn, I've put my babies in this, and they love it because they feel secure, because it kind of wraps around baby. Even if you swaddle them and all that and you lay them in there on their back, it just wraps around them and makes them feel comfortable and secure. And then because it kind of comes up all the way around, you can put them up on their head up here, so it kind of elevates their upper body. Or even when you're doing tummy time and you want them to be elevated up for tummy time, you can put them in here on their stomach, put this part right under like their armpits, put their arms over it, and that way they have more mobility now that they're up higher. So there's definitely a lot of things that you can do with this. I absolutely love it. Now that I'm not going to have any more kids, I think I'm still going to keep it just to like maybe hand down one day. I don't know, because I definitely think this is like a must for every mom. I love this. Okay, next thing is a bathtub. Now, I've gone through many bathtubs, and baby bathtubs to me are a nightmare. Like, I hated them. I could never clean it good enough. I always felt like it smelled bad. I hated all the little crevices. Oh my gosh, y'all. I hated baby baths to the point that I didn't even get one for my daughter. I got rid of all of them and I was like, you know what, forget it. I'm just gonna hold her and bathe her until she's old enough, because I hate the baby bath so much. Now, the only thing that happened with her is that she was terrified of baths. So I actually had to get in the bathtub and hold her to bathe her, which was kind of my plan all along, but that ended up being a nightmare too, because she was so terrified that I had to just hold her in my arms the whole time and just bathe her. You know, it was a big thing. So every time she needed a bath, I had to strip down, get in the bathtub and hold her, and that was kind of annoying. So this time around, I had seen this bathtub and I thought, okay, this looks way easier. It looks like it's not gonna get moldy and stinky. It's not that hard to clean. I'm definitely gonna try it out. It was only like $20 or $25. I was like, okay, I could do that. Y'all, this is definitely the best baby bath, hands down for me, that I have ever used. And it's just easy. It's making my life easier as a mom. I mean, what else can you ask for? It's Angel Care bathtub. It looks like this. So when you put it in, obviously the water can rise all around baby. It's got this part right here that has holes in it, and it is non-skid. So like this part's the plastic, this would be slick with the water, but when the water gets on this, it's not slick. It's very non-skid, rubbery feeling. But then of course with all the holes in it, it makes it easy to where you don't have to worry about like cleaning it out. The other thing is great because baby sits down, it you know, it's elevated up here so that their head is up out of the water, and then baby's butt sits here with their legs out on each side, and this little lip here holds them there. Even my daughter, who is 2 years old, will sit in this thing. She loves it, and she hates getting her hair washed. Like I said, she hated bath time. Now she loves to play in the bathtub, but she doesn't like me doing her hair. But if she sits in this thing and she's already leaned back, it makes it easier so that when I'm washing her hair, it's already going back. So she loves this thing, and she fits perfectly fine in it as well. When she sits her butt down in here, her head hits right about here. Now with baby boy, what I do is I always put a swaddle blanket. I use the hospital blankets. We always get a ton of those when we would have a baby. The nurses would be like, here, just take them. So we would get like 8 or 9 every single baby. So I have a lot of these at my house. And I've kept all of them because these are the most absorbent. They're thick. So they're great as just baby towels in general. So I never ever bought a baby towel ever. I have baby towels because people would give them to me at baby showers, but I've probably used those twice because I do not like them. These are amazing. So I use these to dry baby off or to lay it down on the bed to put baby down and put their lotion on, whatever. But I also use this to wrap him up in, and then I lay him in the bath, and then I let the water slowly come up so that he gets used to the water getting on him without it immediately touching his skin. It gets the blanket warm, it makes him feel warm, and then the top part, if you guys have ever followed me on Instagram, I do share on there like how I've put the water on him when he's in here. I always pour the water on the blanket first so that it seeps through and he gets to see it and hear it. He feels it with his hands, and that way it got him used to it without him getting scared or nervous, and then he's relaxed. And not only that, but then it keeps them warm, because if they get too cold too fast, then babies are going to be fussy. But if you have them wrapped in this and you keep pouring water on it, it'll keep them warm the whole time, so they'll actually like bath time. Just a little tip. So this is another thing that we use daily. I added this in my list and it was going to be later on, but since I was talking about the bath, it's only right that I talk about this. I mean, you could buy these. I don't really know where the hospital gets these type of blankets, but if you are pregnant and you're going to have your baby, when you go to the hospital, there should be tons of these in your little baby's bassinet. There's like drawers there, or there's drawers and cabinets in the hospital room. Just open all the cabinets before you leave and take everything. But pretty much everything that's in the room is free to you. That's what the nurses would tell us all the time. Now, I don't know if that's for every single hospital, but at least for our hospital, the nurses were like, listen, anytime, whenever you're ready to leave, whatever is in this room is for you guys. If you didn't use up all the diapers, take all of them home. If you didn't use up all the wipes, take them all home. If you didn't use up all the blankets, take them all home. We always take everything out and we put new stuff in for the new people. So we're not gonna leave these in there for the next person. So whatever's in here, you can take. And I was like, perfect. So every time we would take these. So I definitely recommend doing that. I really never used these to swaddle my baby, other than when they did it in the hospital. I would let them use these, but I don't ever use these to swaddle my baby. I really use these for like spit up. I use these for bath time. I use these to lay down to change them, that kind of stuff. Okay, these next 3 items are for baby wearing, and I'm talking about all 3 because I actually use all 3. It's like, it kind of is one of those things like, what am I in the mood for? And sometimes I just want to change it up. So the 3 things I'm talking about obviously are baby carriers. I have the Sully baby wrap, which I love, and I have used this thing since he was about a month old. And then I recently got the, I don't know how to say their name, the Sakura Bloom. I think I'm saying that right. I don't know. But their brand of a sling. So it's the ring sling. And I also got a baby carrier with the straps from them. Now, I've used all 3 of these and I love all 3 pretty much the same. It just depends on what I'm doing. If I'm gonna be out for a long time, I'll probably go with this one. Now, when he was younger, I always went with the wrap because this thing just feels so secure, and baby always loved this one. It always fell asleep. But if I know I'm gonna be out running errands and it's gonna be a long time, I'm gonna be walking around a lot, I use this. Now, if I'm at home, or even if I'm out but I know it's just a quick run-in, I'll probably use the ring sling. The only reason is because if you're gonna be wearing this for a long time, eventually it's gonna hurt the shoulder that it's laying on, because you have a baby in it and the baby could be heavy. And then you need to move your arms and stuff, so it can start bothering my shoulder if it's on for too long. Now, if I'm home and I'm doing stuff around the house real quick and he's just fussy, but I need my hands, I'll use this. And then the rest of the time we like using these. My husband even uses this one too. So again, I will link all these down below if you guys are interested. I will even link the Baby Bjorn. The only reason we don't use the Baby Bjorn anymore is because it's too small for baby Knox. I don't know if they make a bigger size, because I haven't seen sizes. Like when we got that one, there wasn't a size option, but it is so tight. And it's not the straps. The straps are fine. It's the actual carrier that holds baby in it is like really tiny and tight. So it's like squishing his legs. I don't know, it's kind of confusing, but from newborn to 6 months old, at least for my son, it was perfect. My husband, I used it plenty of times, but my husband used it constantly, and he would do it forward facing and you know, facing him, and he loved it. So I definitely recommend that one too. That one has been great. The only difference is the reason I got this one is because the other one just felt like it was getting too small and too restricting. I will have all of them linked down below for you if you're interested. Now this one being the wrap, I still can put him in this, but I think I'll probably stop doing the wrap within the next month or so. So probably when he turns 8 months old, I probably won't need the wrap anymore, just because this one does keep them really tight towards you, and as they get older they want to be able to look around and move, and they don't want to be so close to you, because I've noticed he'll like try to push off of my chest, like he's like, why you're suffocating me kind of thing. But newborn to 6 months, this is definitely gonna be something you would like, and really your baby will probably like this a lot. Next thing is going to be a Muslin blanket. These things, y'all, these are my favorite blankets. This is kind of like the hospital blankets. This one is definitely, the Muslin is like, it's just really soft. It is a thinner material unless you get the ones that are like layered, you know, 3 or 4 layers, but it's definitely a thinner material. You can find these everywhere in different colors and different patterns. I love this one because it has like little retro cars on it. I don't even know if Mushy makes this actual, is it Mushy or Me Be Baby? I can't remember where I got this. I always get those two places mixed up. Oh yeah, it is Mushy. This retro car one I don't think is in stock anymore. I haven't been able to find it anywhere, but they do have other options. I think they have one that has like dinosaurs on it, that has like rainbows and stars and stuff. So I do love this one. It's pretty big. I have a like boho looking one for Jade that I got her, a mauve color that I got her. I think that one is Me Be Baby. But I love these. Again, I use these for spit up. I do not own any burp cloths or anything like that. They were too small half the time. I'd put it over my shoulder and baby would spit up and it would not even be on the burp cloth. It would end up like down my arm or something else. So I like these because it's big enough. I fold it once, I throw it over my shoulder, and then it covers my whole arm. It covers all down my chest and all down my back. So if the spit up goes anywhere, it's probably gonna go on here. So it's good to have quite a few of these. So this is great. I would swaddle him in this. I would just lay this down for him to lay on the floor. I've used this as, I've rolled it up and put it underneath him to elevate him when he's doing tummy time. I use it for spit up. You name it, these are great to have. The Muslin is just, it's such a good, it's just, the Muslin anything is really good, pretty much. So I definitely recommend this. Okay, the next thing is a sleep sack. Now I will say that I'm not the best at putting him in this every single night. I want to get better, and I do want to try out the Kite Baby sleep sacks because I've heard so many people say it's great and it's super thick and soft and just comfortable for baby. So I've never tried that one and I would love to try it. But this is from Nested Bean. Again, this is something that I've had even with Jade and I put her in it all the time. I use their swaddle and then I transitioned to their sleep sack. And I think that's, I got like the 2-pack, the swaddle sleep sack thing. So it looks like this. Nested Bean has this little egg looking thing and it has like little beans or something in there, I don't know, but it makes it weighted on their chest, and not enough to where it could make them, you know, it could be too heavy, but just enough to make them feel secure and almost feel like it's your hand sitting on their chest. You can also do this the other way. So if your baby likes to sleep on their tummy and this is on their back, it makes it feel like your hand is on their back and then they fall asleep. And then of course a sleep sack is just a really great thing to have instead of having blankets all over your child. Now, my son co-sleeps with me, so he does end up sleeping under a blanket with me, you know, not all the way up over his head or up to his chest or anything like that, but he has been co-sleeping with me since he was a newborn. That is just what works for us. That wasn't intentional, it just kind of happened. So because of that, sometimes I don't put him in the sleep sack just because I feel like it might be too much material on him and it could be too hot. He's a baby that like sweats when he sleeps. There are times, like if I know I'm gonna lay him down without me and I need to do something, a lot of times I will put him in this because then I don't lay him under the covers. I will lay him on top of the bed, on top of the comforter in this, knowing, you know, nothing else is around him and he can just sleep there until I'm ready to come to bed. So I definitely think sleep sacks are a great thing to have. And then you don't have to worry about like putting your baby in like big pajamas or booties or all of that, afraid that they're not going to be warm enough. This covers them, and it's almost like a blanket over them that's secure to them, that's not going to slip off and go over his head or anything like that. Okay, the next thing is something I recently got. And again, like I said earlier with the IKEA high chair, when I was at IKEA to get the high chair, I saw this, and I've seen these other places. I was actually going to order a couple of these from Scandi, I don't know. I liked the colors that they had, but they don't come in sizes, and so I didn't want to order them and then they didn't fit my baby. When I saw this at IKEA, I thought, okay, I'm not really into the colors, but I might as well just try it out and see how it fits baby boy, and then if it works out, then I will order the ones that I actually want. So this is like a shirt bib, I guess you would call it, but it goes all the way down the front. It actually has a little pocket in the front so it can catch food. It goes all the way up to the neck, so all of this is covered if he were to get food over himself. Then it opens in the back like it's Velcro in the back, and it doesn't go all the way down, so it's just very at the top like you would any other bib, right around the back of their neck. You slip their arms through, and the armholes have elastic so that it's tight enough around their wrist, so if they're moving their hands and their arms around the food, it's not going inside, or it's not going all over their arms and their clothes. So I love this because then I don't have to worry about it being all over his outfit. I can just wash off, you know, his face and his head and his hands, take this off, and you can actually throw this in the washing machine, just not on hot. I would put it on cold, and you cannot dry it. Don't put it in the dryer. But I put it in the washing machine, and then I just hang it up over a chair, and it's dry within like 5-10 minutes. So I do absolutely love this thing. I'm definitely ordering more from the place that I actually wanted to get them because they have way cuter colors. This isn't horrible, but I'm just not into these bright colors right now. I definitely want more, but I totally recommend this. And I only got one for baby boy, but I'm definitely gonna get some more so that I can have one for Jade, because she is also a messy eater. She's a toddler. I mean, come on, the food is gonna go everywhere. Now she's getting better at it, but she for some reason thinks it's great to eat and then everything that's on her hands go like this and put it in her hair. I don't know how to get her to stop that, but I definitely think these would help her too. All right, next thing that we use daily is, again, another one of those like, duh, everybody uses these. But again, I just want to have that in here, cover my bases. So, diapers and wipes. We use water wipes. Every once in a while, I will get Hello Bello, or I will get the Pampers Sensitive Skin, but my favorite is the water wipes. Again, just because I already know there's not chemicals in this. A lot of my kids have sensitive skin, so if they even get a tiny bit of a rash, these, at least I know when I have to clean off anything off their butt, it's not gonna burn their little rash, because all it is water. Now, of course, you could really just get a washcloth with water and do it that way instead of spending money on these, because they're not cheap. But sometimes I don't want to do that. Like, I'm busy enough. I don't want to think about, okay, let me get a washcloth with water and wash that one, and then I need 100 more washcloths to finish me through the rest of the day, and then I have to wash all those washcloths. No, I'd rather just use these. I mean, I definitely think that's another option you could do if you want to save money on wipes and you just want to use water. But these are definitely my favorites and my go-tos. Next is diapers. Jade is now in pull-ups, and we are starting the potty training. So she's in pull-ups. I don't even remember. I think right now she's wearing Pampers pull-ups. But I will say Hello Bello is my favorite. We ran out of diapers. I was at Target, and Target does not sell Hello Bello. So I just grabbed some for Knox, and I couldn't remember if I liked the Target brand or not. I know that I've used them before, but I couldn't remember. So I just got a small package for him in the size 4s because he just... Baby Knox is getting bigger, y'all. He's growing. He just transitioned into size 4 diapers, and it makes me sad. I think it's because of his chunky legs. I don't really think... I think most 7-month-olds are still kind of in their 3s, but he's got some chunky thighs. So he's now in the 4s. So I grabbed a small one of these just to make sure that I'm cool with these, because I know I love the Hello Bello, but again, because I was there, I was like, well, I'll just get a small pack, see if these work. And I do love the Target brand. If you ever go to Target, you need diapers, I definitely recommend this brand. It's just as good. It's good for sensitive skin, but you're not paying like the bigger prices as Pampers and Huggies. But then if you're at Walmart, you can always get the Hello Bello ones, because Hello Bello is definitely my favorite. Next is skincare, I guess you would call it. So body wash. The body wash, the two that I use right now, I have been using Hello Bello body wash. This one, the Birthday Bash, is the scent of this one, and I also love their lavender scent. I love this stuff. It is shampoo and body wash, so I can use this in their hair. So I go between this one, and this is Carina Organics Baby Shampoo and Body Wash. This I got in a baby box, and I love this stuff. So I definitely would love to figure out where I can buy this. Hopefully I'll be able to link this for you guys. And obviously when I link it, then I know where to buy it and I can buy some more for myself, because I love this one. If you've been around, you probably remember seeing this in the baby box whenever I shared what I got in there. And I definitely like this one, so I want some more of this. But if I don't have that, then I definitely go with the Hello Bello body wash. And then lotion. I like Aveeno. Now I just get a big one of the Aveeno lotion. I either get their daily moisturizer, or this is the Skin Relief that helps very dry skin moisturizer or lotion. And I get the big one because I use it on myself, but then I use it on my kids too. And I love Aveeno. I love the ingredients. I love the product. I love the way it works. And so this is great for myself and the kids. This is it's Soothe Sensitive or Itchy Extra Dry Skin, which I got this one because, oh, and this is fragrance free. So I got this one because I get extra dry skin in the winter time. Now that we're getting closer to summer, I'll probably go back to the daily moisturizer. But in the winter time, I definitely wanted to have this. Next is butt cream. Again, pretty much in all of my videos, I talk about how Hello Bello butt cream is my absolute favorite. My second favorite would be Desitin. These two, Desitin and Hello Bello, these things have gotten rid of rashes that I've tried other products on that just could not get rid of it. And these two, they work hands down. So if you're looking for a rash cream and you haven't tried Desitin or Hello Bello, I would definitely try them out. Now obviously everybody's skin is different, every product is different, that's why we have so many products. This is just what works for me. So if it doesn't work for you, that doesn't mean it doesn't work. Just like the products that I used before didn't work for me, that doesn't mean they're horrible products. They might work for somebody else. But this is what I use daily on all my kids. Next thing are nail clippers. This I got in a set. This is the Safety First brand, and I got these in a set of first aid baby stuff when I was pregnant with my first son. So I've had this for 9 years, and it's the perfect small little size. I keep this in our diaper bag so that I know I never lose it. It's always in the little zipper pocket with like Neosporin and my chapstick and that kind of stuff. But y'all, I need this thing daily because Knox's fingernails and toenails grow so dang fast. And when he's breastfeeding on me, I have marks all over my chest from him digging his nails in and then pulling, like he's trying to rip my skin off or something. I know it sounds horrible. And then when he sleeps and he's laying on me, next to me, he likes to dig his feet into my stomach. And when he has long toenails, it hurts. So this kid needs to be trimming those nails every day. So I use this thing every day. With all my other kids, I never had to trim their nails this many times. This baby, so this is a must daily for me. And I definitely love this one. I think you can still get it in like a package deal. It may come with like 2 other things, or you can get the full kit. These are the only baby nail clippers I have ever used, just because they're the ones that I've had. I've never tried any other brand, so I don't know, which one is better. I just am used to using these. Okay, next thing is gonna be a nose sucker. That's what I call them. The fancy word is aspirator, but the nose sucker. So this is the nose Frida. This thing is amazing. My kids always end up having a runny nose some way, somehow. I use this on all of my kids, especially my toddler, my baby. My older boys don't really need this unless it's like they are sick or something. But the baby and Jade, definitely, we need this quite a few times. So that's why I added it into this video. I love this thing. When I first saw it, my girlfriend did it on her baby and I thought it was the grossest thing I've ever seen in my life. And then Jade got really sick with RSV and I could not get the snot out of her nose. I tried everything and I finally was like, you know what? I'm gonna have to get me one and see how it works. And this was the only thing that got the snot out. So ever since then, I've used it. I love it. I feel like everybody needs one of these. Okay, next thing is a silicone feeder. There's two different kinds that I really like. There's another one I haven't bought it yet, but I want to get it for baby boy. I just feel like it might be easier for him to hold because this one just has like almost like a popsicle handle. The one that I want for him is like a ring so that he can stick his fingers inside and hold it like that. I just feel like that might be easier. I will link that one down below too with this one, depending on which one you want to try out. So that's the little top that comes off. And then this is what it looks like, and it has like little holes in it right here on each side so that when you put the food in there and they start sucking on it, they can get all the juices out without getting actual chunks of food. This is also great if you ever freeze breast milk and your baby's teething. You can freeze your breast milk so it's like an ice cube almost and put it in there, and then they can gnaw on it so the cold feels good on their gums, but then they're also getting that breast milk at the same time, so it's sweet to them. You just pull this thing down here and pop that off so it's got like this rounded edge, so it makes sure that when they're pushing down on the food, it's not just getting pushed, you know, down here. It's actually, this thing pushes back so that it makes sure that, you know, they're getting all of it from up here. So you just stick, like I've put watermelon in here, I've put grapes in here before, or cut up, chopped up like apple, and then you just stick this guy back on. You pop this part back up, and there you go. He's used these before, but I've had to kind of hold it for him. It has been a little hard for him to just hold this piece right here, and it's slick. There's no like grip to it. I like this configuration. I just don't like this part of it, which is why, like I said, I think it's Moss and Fawn is the brand, or Fawn and Moss, I don't know, something like that. That I want to try out for him because it does have that ring at the bottom that he can actually hold to use this by himself. Okay, next thing is going to be bottles, because I do feed him in a bottle sometimes. Yes, I breastfeed, but I also pump, and I also supplement with formula sometimes. So I guess I could have had my formula here, but I feel like that's a very specific thing. Most people, if you do give your baby formula, there's like a certain type that works for your baby. So I don't really want to share that, but I do supplement with formula sometimes, mainly because I had mastitis twice. So when I was going through that, my milk dropped down, and we had to use up all the milk that I had in the freezer, in the fridge for him. So now I feed him on me, and then when he's not with me, I pump, so that when I give him my milk that's in the fridge, then I give him this bottle, which is Dr. Brown's. I've used Dr. Brown's for every single one of my babies for 9 years now, and I love it. If you get the one with the little green tube on the inside, that means it's a convertible bottle, which means that when they get older, you can use the bottle like this without that little tube in there, which makes it nice, because then when they get older, then you don't have to worry about washing all the extra parts. You can just throw those out or put them in a container somewhere and only use it like this, like a regular bottle. But I do love these. We have them in different sizes. Again, all my kids used them. I never had problems with gassiness or the nipple, you know, that my babies didn't like the nipple. Like, I don't know, I just really like Dr. Brown's. We've always used them. If you're looking for bottles, you want to try one out, I do think Dr. Brown's is one of the best. But again, it depends on your baby's preference, so what they're gonna like. Okay, now I'm gonna move on to like toys and things that baby likes to use right now. One of them is gonna be sensory items or sensory toys. I don't really have them sitting here. I do have a video in the works on sensory play and Montessori inspired toys and things to do with your babies. So I promise that video is coming. It's just taking longer to film than I thought, because I want to make sure that I get the visuals for you guys of all the different things that we try and not just talking about them like I am right now. So I definitely use a lot of sensory items. Most of them are things that you can find at the dollar store, things that you probably have around your house already. It's just a lot of practical items that you can put together. The next thing is going to be Lovevery. Now Lovevery, I started getting their subscription and their toys for my toddler Jade and my baby Knox, and I love their toys. I think it's great. We also started doing the toy rotations for Jade so that I don't have a big clutter of toys. And I've noticed that my kids end up playing with more toys more often because of this. And with Baby Knox, the toys that they sent us, I bring one out at a time. So it's not like you just put a bunch of toys in front of them and just say, here, play with all these toys. You can pull out 1 or 2 or 3. At times I've put out 3 and I put them in front of him and let him kind of choose what he wants to play with and how he wants to play with it. So like, for example, this is one of the toys we've gotten from Lovevery for baby boy's age. And of course, every box is curated to your child's age and development. So this, he just now learned how to, again, he's learning how to grab and pull things. So he's been learning how to take these out of the box and pull them out. And then there's more and more and more. And then you can also tie them. There's a way to like clip them together so that when they pull one out, it kind of comes out as a string if you want. Eventually he can learn how to push it inside there too. So that's really cool. This one, you can put it on either side of them and it helps them learn how to like use different hands or move side to side instead of placing something in front of him. And then of course he just turns it. It's got all the different colors, it's got sound. So those are the 2 options. Those are just an example of some of the toys that he's gotten. He's gotten tons of other things too, and I will definitely be sharing those every time we get them. I think that that's something that would be really fun for y'all just to see. If you get the Lovevery subscription, toy subscription, I think it's great. You will get these toys in it, depending on what age your child is at. But you could even get ideas from these toys and either make your own or find something similar on Amazon. It just depends, you know. The next thing is gonna be Rattles. He loves Rattles right now. This one I got on Amazon. It's wood, he can chew on it. He can stick his fingers inside of these bars so he can hold it better when he's rattling it. It's got the little jingle bell inside there for him to play with and make music with. So I definitely, this one has been a great find on Amazon. Next one is going to be this little rainbow guy. I think I got this around Christmas time for him. It was like another one of his Christmas presents, but he likes this one too. Again, it's really big so he can grasp it, but then he's got these he can chew on this, and then this rainbow here has the rattle in it so he can make noises with it. He likes to go like this and throw it around. So these 2 right here are definitely his 2 favorite like Rattles. Okay, next thing I'm going to share a couple things that I use every day for baby boy. One is because I breastfeed and I pump, I take this every single day. This is sunflower lecithin. I got this on Amazon. I take, I think it's 1 or 2, I think it's 2, I'm sorry. I take 1 of these twice a day, soft gels. Now they are really big horse pills, so that sucks. But they help me, since I got mastitis twice, I was recommended this, and I totally feel like it has helped me not get it again or not really have any problems in that area or having clogged ducts. So ever since then, I've been starting to take this and I haven't had any problems since. So because I do both, even if you were just doing pumping or just doing breastfeeding, I think this would help you. But I definitely take this every day to make sure that I don't get any of that ever again. Next thing I take because I'm breastfeeding and pumping is Milky Mama drops. These are herbal supplement drops. This is the Milky Maiden right here. This one has blessed thistle herb, goat's rue, leaf stem, anise seed, alfalfa leaf. So they have like 4 or 5 different ones and they all have different stuff in them for different things that you might need. This is the one I use right now, and this helps me keep my milk supply up. So I take these drops every single day under my tongue. I love these. Not that this is gonna just make you overflow with milk, but I definitely think on top of eating good and all the other things that you're doing, this definitely helps keep the stuff in your body that you need to help produce that milk, if that makes sense. Next thing is for hydration, because if you're breastfeeding and pumping, you're gonna be thirsty, but then again, you also wanna be drinking enough water to keep up the milk and also to hydrate yourself from running around after your babies and your kids, and also pumping and breastfeeding because that's burning calories. So because of that, I started drinking Liquid IV. This is one of their little packets. This one is the acai berry. I love these. Again, it just makes your water taste a little differently. If you don't like the taste of water and you rather have something fruitier, they have tons of different flavors to choose from, but this makes 1 bottle of water equal to 3 bottles of water that you're drinking. So you're getting extra hydration. Plus I give these to my kids. I don't give this to my baby though. He's not ready for that kind of stuff. I haven't even given him water yet, which we will start soon, because usually around 6 months is when you start being able to give them water instead of just milk. I definitely drink this every single day. Okay, last few items here. So the last thing I use for me is the LV pump. Again, I've talked about this before. This is the only breast pump I use right now. Now, I will say in the beginning of my baby's life, I used this and I used a different electric pump only because I had it. If this was on the charger and I needed to pump real quick, then I would use my other hands-free one, which it did have a cord. I had to like hold the pump and the little cord goes to something, so it wasn't one of these where you can just put it like a portable one, but only because I had it and I got it free through my insurance from my other pregnancies. But between the two, I think you might get a little bit more battery life from the other one. This one might be shorter battery life between charges. I didn't really see a difference in the suction, where one was, you know, better suction than the other. I felt like they were the same. And then the other difference is that this you literally put in your bra and you can just do whatever you want with it. So I do use this every day. If I go somewhere, I wear it in the car. Every single time I'm driving, I put it in there so that I can pump while I'm driving. When I'm at home and I need to do something really quick, sometimes if I'm breastfeeding on one side, I will pump on the other side, especially on the side that I don't make as much, because I do have a dominant breast. So this side makes way more and is constantly full, whereas this side doesn't make as much. So when he's eating on this side, I will put this in on this side and make sure that I'm pumping and trying to trick my body into thinking that I need to make more milk because both sides are being fed on at the same time, if that makes sense. I definitely love the LV pump. Now, if you don't want to spend the money on this, because even you can use your insurance to get this, but it'll probably only get you like $50, maybe $100 off, and this thing is like $400 for the double. Now, if you do want to just get a free breast pump, you can. I used Aeroflow breast pumps. All you have to do is give them your insurance information. They go to your insurance, figure out what you get off and what breast pumps you can get for free. Then they give you a link to go to on their website, and it pulls up all of the breast pumps and all the accessories. And when it says price, that is the price that it would be with your insurance. So majority of them would just be $0. You would get them for free. And then some of them, they may be you only have to pay $20, maybe you only have to pay $50. And then this one on my insurance, it said that I had to pay, they're $450 normally, and I had gotten $50 off. So I still would have had to pay $400 for it with my insurance. But again, they have tons of different options for you depending on what your insurance covers. So I will link them down below, their website, if you are needing a breast pump or wanting a breast pump. Even if you're not sure if you're gonna pump or not, I would do it anyways, because you could just get a free breast pump and then have it. If you need to use it, you have it. If you don't, maybe you give it to somebody, I don't know. Aeroflow breast pumps, it was the easiest way to do it, y'all. I mean, literally, you just pull it up, you put your information in, they send you an email with a link, you open the link, and there you go. You can get whatever you need. You don't have to call your insurance company, you don't have to figure anything out. They do all that work for you, so I definitely recommend that. And I recommend the LV pumps because it's just so convenient. Okay, last but not least is baby boy's cute clothes, because babies have to wear clothes. Now, he has a lot of cute clothes that I would love to share with you guys, but that's why I do my haul videos for baby clothing. So this is just the stuff that I usually end up going to, that I like to put on him every single day. The stuff that I gravitate towards that's just easy and quick. If I'm changing his diaper and he spit up all over his shirt, what am I gonna grab? I'm not gonna grab, I usually don't go for like this super cute outfit. I just grab what I can. So these are the things that I usually grab. We're getting into summer, it's Texas, so it's hot. I have shorts. So these are the shorts that I like for him. And these are from H&M. Most of the stuff, I think almost everything I'm sharing right now is from H&M. I also like sweatshirts, because in my home sometimes it can get a little chilly, and I just think sweatshirts are so cute on babies. So I do accumulate sweatshirts for pretty much everybody in my household, but baby is not excluded from that. So he's got his cute little sweatshirts. We've got leggings because they look cute with sweatshirts. Again, just something easy I can just pull up over him. Then I've got joggers. So when it comes to bottoms, my favorites are joggers. These are super thin for summertime, so they're not thick and heavy and making him, you know, get too hot. So we've got the joggers, then we've got the leggings, we've got the shorts. And then for tops is sweatshirts and t-shirts. This t-shirt is actually from Zara. I haven't really found any t-shirts that I like from H&M yet. I bought pretty much all the t-shirts that I have for him right now are from Zara, because they look like a real t-shirt, but they're for baby sizes. Like if you go anywhere, nobody sells t-shirts for kids under the age of 12 months old. If you're 12 months or younger, you have to wear a onesie. And I don't like onesies, especially for one, I don't like how they look with like shorts, and I want my baby to look like a adult but in a baby form. Does that make sense? Like I want him to wear cute shorts and pants and sweatshirts and shirts. I don't want it to constantly be onesies all the time that are super tight. I like the oversized look. So I love that Zara gives you lots of options for all the smaller sizes. Even if your baby is 0 to 3 months old, they have a t-shirt for your 0 to 3 month old baby. Like who else has that? I haven't found it, okay? H&M does sometimes, but their shirts can definitely be more on the tight side. These are your traditional cotton t-shirt. So this is the one, I think this one has a little pocket on it, and I just got the plain cream ivory color. It's all wrinkly because everything just came out of the wash. But yeah, so those are the things I usually go for. I don't really put him in many onesies anymore. I don't put him in many footed pajamas anymore, mainly because it's gonna be summertime and it gets really hot here in Texas. Now, if you live somewhere cooler, I still, like if it was wintertime right now and my son was 6 or 7 months old, I would still be putting him in footed pajamas. But since it's not, I don't use that every day right now. And that is it, y'all. Those are the daily items that baby boy and I use every single day. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope that you maybe got some ideas of the things that you might need to use at this time, or what you're gonna probably need to use. And like I said, everything is linked down below in the description box for you guys. Now, if there's anything else that you need links for, you can always ask me in the comments. Doesn't matter what it is. If you see something in my videos that you want a link for, let me know. If you think I have a link for something that you're trying to find, I can totally help you out. I will find it for you. I hope you helped you mamas out that are wondering and trying to make your lists and just be prepared as best you can. And thank you guys for coming to my little space here on the internet, being a part of my Soul Tribe Mama family. I love y'all so much, and I will see you on my next one. Bye.